Oracle. What should they call her? What should they call her? Oracle. There we go. Hey, gang, gang. Give everybody a minute. Get a little organized here with what I'm doing. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, gang, gang. How are we? Good morning, Grand Rising. We're going to do the elements. I was supposed to come on yesterday, but I had hella shit going on. How is everybody doing? Where we watching from? How's your morning shaping up? What's good, everybody? Come on in, come on in. We're going to do the elements. We're going to look at this last week, which I think is going to have a lot of energetic surprises. Right now, the energy feels a little juicy and a little, like, it's like we got like bipolar energy, okay? Like, there could be some like juicy romantic energy, and yet there's like underworld, because we have a water trine happening right now that is causing some positivity, but then we also are preparing for Uranus retrograde to enter Taurus. You know, we've got the Neptune retrograde coming to an end. There's a lot of things that are happening energetically to cause a lot of friction. And if you've been on YouTube or TikTok and you've seen the astrologers, a lot of them are alluding to, you know, energy that has a lot of conflict. And I have been saying that for about 6 months already. So, you know, we're going to take a look at that. We're going to do that for all the elements. Okay. I'm going to get some general energy for the collective first, and then we will go into the individual elements. Okay. I want to take a, let's see. Let's get an Earth Warriors for the collective. And then we'll go from there. We'll get into the elements. Thank you for the follow, my love. Thank you. Hi, guys. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Right? And this Uranus, what's that official Venus? This Uranus retrograde that is about to enter Taurus for the final time for 84 years. And the Neptune frequency, you know, all these things from November to February, you know, a lot of surprises, a lot of changing directions, and right, and it's going to feel very chaotic. Okay, but at the same time, it is setting us up for new structures, although that could be very challenging. Okay, so we're going to just take a look for a general energy. Out of darkness, the light is born. So just as I was saying, right, Spirit is basically letting us know that, yeah, you could think of this as a collective dark night of the soul. Okay, we're having a collective dark night of the soul. This is number 17, which breaks down to an 8, okay? Padma Sundari. I'll show both cameras. Okay? And we're just going to read the little paragraph, and then we're going to move into the elements. But this one card is for everybody in the room, everybody watching now, and everyone watching later. The light is powerful enough to survive exposure to the darker side of humanity and remain pure empowered, and effective. Trust in your spiritual purpose as a light in this world. Trust particularly in your ability to bring purity, order, grace, and light to disorder, chaos, and destruction. The divine is ever by your side and ever within your heart, assisting you with this higher purpose in all ways. And I was saying that we have some chaotic energy right now. Thank you, my love, for the love, right? We have some chaotic energy right now. And, people could be struggling. So we, get a coffee or something, snuggle up if you can. I don't know where you are. And let's spend a little time decompressing and looking at how this energy is going to be coming at us and what we can do to ground ourselves as we're doing these readings. Okay? So, and was there a prayer for that? Let's see if there was a prayer for that. I feel like there might have been a prayer for that. 17. Is there a prayer for that? Sure is. Okay, so here we go. I call upon divine grace and unconditional love to show me truth and creative solutions, empowered by divine wisdom for all matters in my life, including, I'm going to put this up so you guys can take a picture, and you can do this later if you want. And then you're going to insert your prayer there. Okay. May all beings know and be blessed and assisted and empowered by the Divine Mother to fulfill their purpose and potential. So be it. So I'm going to hold them up to the cameras individually. And if you are interested in doing this prayer, you can do it later. Okay. Giving you a chance. Same thing down here. Okay. So I feel like Spirit is confirming what I said. Sorry, my nose is itching. Confirming what I said. That yes, we are in a challenging period, but that we are going to emerge from this. Okay. So happy birthday, Scorpio. Scorpio gang gang. Okay. My opposite sign. My sister sign. So we're going to start with the water signs today. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. But happy birthday, Scorpio. Okay, so we're going to take a look. I want to get a how your money or your affirmations should look. Water signs. Okay. I'm going to do it slightly differently this week. I'm going to take an affirmation card. I'm going to take a blockage card. And then I'm going to take your reading. Okay. And I'm going to do that for all of the elements. Spirit, can you show me an affirmation card for my water signs, please? Thank you. Okay. You got, my life is supposed to go well. And I am living in my highest timeline. You can take a picture of that. You should say these over the next week. Okay. Water signs. I feel like this water trine is pushing y'all to, for some of y'all to accept something. But for others of y'all, it's like pushing y'all to crack open, to let something in, to let the barriers down in some way. Okay, let's see what the challenge is for the water signs this week. What's the challenge for the water signs this week, please? What is the challenge for my water signs this week? And for those of you who might have went on my website, I am switching over my website, guys, so you're aware. So give it a little bit of time. But if anything, you can always email me or hit me up in the TikTok message. Okay? I'm almost done. Occupation. Okay, so there could be something going on with work. journey. There could be, what's good, Cynthia? There could be something going on versus like career and family. Like it feels like opposing forces. Okay, so like I said, there's like this juicy trine energy, yet there's chaotic energy, right? So there could be two things happening. I am on water. Okay, feels like two things happening. Okay. You could be having, I feel like the birth of an opportunity. It could come out of necessity. Like, let's say you don't like where you're working anymore, or something has changed there, and you're like, do I want to start working for somebody else, or do I just want to start my own thing, or do I want to go in a totally different direction? Like, oh, I was, an office manager. Now I want to be a real estate agent, or I own a printing shop, or I work at a printing shop, but I want to open a dry clean business. Like, you know what I'm saying? It feels like something completely different. Spirit. It's like something that you have to learn as well. Or maybe you might know a little bit about it, but there's something that you need to expand upon. Okay, Spirit, can you show me, please, for my water signs, what do they need to know right now, please? Big Mama, the Sun. Okay, all eyes on me. But this is also Leo's card, right? But I feel like this is, opportunity is favoring you. You have Mars and Mercury. And Mercury is going to go into retrograde. So it went into Sagittarius, but it's going to come back into your sign, right? And so basically the whole month of November, there's going to be this energy and this water trine. Okay, and it's going to be pushing you to go after some opportunities, okay? And these are for breakthroughs, okay? So this is a wrap it up. So there may be ideas or processes that had already started, okay? But maybe you didn't think them all the way through. Like, you were like, oh, that'd be great if I opened up this, or that would be great if I, took this trip and go see if I want to buy a house in another country, or whatever the case may be. But now you may actually be walking through in your mind what the steps would be to bring something into reality, okay? Before, you could have been looking at it more like a wish list. Now you have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. This really could be some home ownership thing. Okay. Okay. Spirit, why is this Big Mama card here? Ten of Staffs. See, like I said to you before, it feels like whatever this is, water signs, it's coming out of a necessity. So although you might have had this idea earlier on, you might not have taken action on this idea until something pushes you into a situation or a serendipitous moment where you meet somebody who sparks the reemergence of said idea. But whatever this is, you thought about this already. And now that a situation is becoming difficult, it's like you're going to be implementing or now doing the work to try to make that implementation a reality. Okay, you have the Seven of Sticks here. Okay, there could be a little self-doubt here. Maybe but you're going to try to do it anyway. Okay, so 7 of Wands, it's like you having to also protect this opportunity. Thank you for the love, my love. It's like you're protecting an opportunity, water signs, and you recognize, okay, very much like Scorpio, we are in Scorpio season. Was good divine leadership. It's we are in Scorpio season. What does Scorpio represent? Death and transformation. Okay, and I feel like you understand that you are in the rebirth of this. And if there's any sign other than Taurus and Libra that possesses some sense of the Empress, being that Scorpio is the opposite sign of Taurus, it's as if Scorpio understands the birthing or the creatrix process, even if it's only through death. Right? So it's like here, there's like this protection, right? Guarding of this concept. Also, it feels like you're growing the muscle memory to feel strong enough to carry something out, or confident enough, right? That this might be during the Mercury retrograde, you trying to absorb as much information to become an expert. Spirit says something about an expert, or like to get as much knowledge you can about something you're trying to bring into fruition. Okay, now you have the 7 of Baskets here. This is like the self-doubt. This is the unknowns. This is the risk taking in some way. This is also that Neptune retrograde of Pisces, which will not return for 165 years. And this is you wrapping something up. Okay, King of Cups in reverse. Okay, this may feel very confusing to you because it may be asking you to give up some sense of security. There also could be somebody around you that has some difficulties in the love department. The King of Cups in the reverse can be sometimes mentally or emotionally unstable. Okay, with the 2 of Cups in reverse, some of you could be releasing a relationship so that you can be available for something that is more like pure of heart. Okay, because the 10 of Swords is here. Okay, with the 8 of Coins, you could have tried to work on something with somebody, but you could be recognizing that there's something amiss and that needs to be addressed. Okay, Son of Baskets is here. Somebody could have acted out poorly, especially if they have a Mars in Scorpio or they have a stellium in Scorpio. Okay, you could, so let me just say this, water signs, you could be dealing with somebody, could be you, but it feels more like you could be dealing with somebody who has heavy scorpionic energy in their chart. This person could be struggling with this energy. You may also be struggling with this correspondence with this person. Let's say this is a boss. Let's say it makes you want to leave that place, right? Whatever it is, something out of necessity, something that you feel you must do, is going to cause you to choose something that is going to bring you to new opportunities. But it's out of like heartbreak. I feel like somebody is apologizing, or they may be remorseful. 4 of Swords, okay? They may be asking you to heal from something. Maybe this happens quite frequently. Hey, Jessica. Maybe this happens quite frequently. What's good, Rodney? And you're recognizing that you don't want to. Hey, what's good? Is that Babalao? Greetings. Okay, so I feel like there's something here, okay, that is pushing you to just go after a new direction. There is an ending here, water signs, but I feel like it's a release, okay? It's a release from the 7 of Swords. I also feel like this 7 of Swords was you, okay? I feel like you were putting up walls so that people wouldn't know your business while you were deciding. Very Scorpionic, right? Scorpio likes to decide what they're going to do before the, right? And I feel like the Three of Cups here, it did come out of something that happened or will. Okay. And in that moment, you know a truth, right? In that moment, you know that something isn't no longer supportive of the direction that you must go. Eight of Coins in reverse. It really could be in regards to a job, but it's definitely an expectation or an understanding that something is not working. Okay. And that it's not part of the future. Okay. You've got the big house at the bottom of the deck. And I said in the beginning, it feels like you're starting something new, or you're learning all you can about something new, because you're going to be going in a new direction, and you might not. Thank you for the love, Jessica. Thank you so much. You may not know how, a lot about the new direction, but you may feel like it's necessary. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, you have the big house, which is the Tower, the Queen of Swords. Okay, that is like you've decided you're no longer putting up with any more shit, because there has been some type of words exchange or some type of battle. Okay, this could be about a house in your home life or stability that you just decided that you good on that. Okay, and now the before, where you were unsure about taking action, you're fucking on the go. Okay, now you're on the go. There's not a doubt. Okay, so it looks like water signs, that this water trine, although could feel a little chaotic, is really setting you free. Okay, hey, Mystic Moonchild. Yeah, hey, Mystic Moonchild. Okay, so I feel like that's what's happening. You guys, although it may feel weird as hell, you are being set free from some kind of situation that made you feel trapped. Okay, what is this? Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that. Hold on, guys. We're gonna be going now to who comes next? Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, pull up. Let's see what's in store. What's good, Go Live Vegas? Hey, this is my agency coming in. If you have any problems with your channel, or you're looking for an agency, Go Live Vegas is the one. Okay, like for real, I feel like I'm in great company. Yeah, and they really do respond. And I've heard some terrible stories. I actually love my agency. Hit up Go Live Vegas, give them a follow. What's good, Ethereal Mortis? Okay, so what's good, Jennifer Boyd? So we're gonna get into the fire signs now. Okay, fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Listen, there's a lot of like fireworks going on in the fire signs, and it's gonna feel like that. Okay, Mercury retrograde is gonna start off in Sagittarius, right? Listen, Aries house been a whole mess all year. We got a lot going on over there, so just expect. You're gonna get moments of bursts of wanting to move. Okay, it may not, and Spirit's kind of telling you, like, slow it down, right? Because you don't want to be walking around like, the roof is on fire, right? And just like burning shit down. Okay, so we want to keep like a healthy balance, and it may not Okay. So we're gonna take a look at what you guys got going on. We're gonna start off with a like a money mantra manifestation card. Okay, give you something that you can manifest for the week or an affirmation, and then we'll look at a blockage for the week, and then I'll pull some cards for you guys. Can you show me, please? For Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius for the upcoming week. Thank you so much for the heart me. Let's take a look. Spirit, can you show me, please, a mantra for my fire signs? Fire signs, please. Okay. My energy is expensive and exclusive. Okay, boo. Okay, I'm putting them to each camera so you guys can take a picture. There you go. All right, so I feel like there's something about your worth. Okay? There's something about your worth. We're not gonna take it, right? I feel like there's something here, like you're like, hey. Listen, Linda. All right, somebody might have got a little out of hand. Okay, maybe you've been trying to explore. Yeah, maybe you've been trying to explore your ooey gooey, soft and chewy side. Okay, and somebody has you confused. Is that what happened? That you was trying to use your nice inside voice, and then somebody tried to play you? Did that happen? Fire signs. Did y'all try to use your inside voice and somebody try to play you? Spirit, can you show me? Can you show me for my fire signs? What is the challenge this week? What is the challenge this week for my fire signs? What is the challenge this week? What's the challenge this week? Mature woman and concern. You could be worried about somebody, okay? It could be male or female, but it could be like an elderly person, a parent. This also could be like, let's say somebody at work that's older than you, or in some way that you try to defer to. This could be somebody you respect. So this could be somebody that you feel in the norm you would try to be gentler with. Okay. At the bottom of the deck is a sudden wealth card. So this also could be like attached to some type of finances for you. So let's say it's like a boss. Okay. And maybe this person isn't understanding or isn't. We're gonna look, but I feel like a boundary. Okay, so let's take a look. First time I'm gonna use this deck. Spirit, can you show me, please, what is it? Let's see, card that don't belong there. Okay, what is it that my fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, need to know right now for this week, please? Can you show me, please? What is it that Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius need to know? Show me. You have the Nine of Coins crossed. Okay, there could be some financial issues, or you're trying to get your finances or your stability back. You got the Knight of Cups. Okay, you could be trying to work with somebody, or like I said, the ooey gooey, soft and chewy, or trying to be nicer. Okay, Six of Swords. Can't we all just get along? With the Eight of Pentacles, really could be at fucking work, like I said. Maybe you're trying to find a better paying job. I don't know. Spirit, one more. One more, please. And the Three of Coins. With, like I said, you're trying to get along. Bullseye, right? You're trying to be easy. Can we just be easy? But the death and transformation, right? Somebody just, like, you just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to breathe through this shit. Y'all trying me right now. Fire signs. It's all that scorpionic energy that's going on in the house of Scorpio. You like, you You playing really close to the third rail. Okay, you playing really close to the third rail. Spirit, can you show me, please, for my fire signs? Hey, Rich, for my fire signs, can we see? Why is this 9 of Pentacles here crossed? I feel like there's something here where you're just like, listen, if I can keep this job, or if I, there's something here, okay? If I didn't have to be, right now, I don't have enough to move out of this apartment with this roommate situation. If I didn't need this, like, it's like, okay? Spirit, can you show me? And it comes out with the 8 of Pentacles crossed. It's work. Better work, finding work, needing work so you can move. However, it still ties to work. It's just work. Can we all get along? Type shit. 4 of Swords. You like this on his last leg. I'm trying to heal it, but this shit. Knight of Cups. Why is this here? Look at you trying to be nice. Okay. Let me tell you a story. I know somebody who used to work for like a program that used to give assistance to people. But the lady that ran it, she was really old. Okay? Nothing wrong with that, but she came from a different time period. So she was like almost 90. Now here she starts using terminology of a different era, if you follow my drift. And they used to make, I knew a couple people that worked in the office. They used to make fun of her because she used to talk. I mean, it's not funny, but she would talk to them like they was on the plantation. Okay, so imagine, right? You're like, yo, if I didn't need this job, like I need to get another job because this is gonna go bad. Like, so it feels kind of like that. Not saying that it is specifically that, but it could be something like you're like, I don't know how much more I can tolerate X, Y, and Z. And because I don't know how much longer, I need better employment so I can change this surrounding circumstance. Okay, whether it's at the job or somewhere else. Okay, 6 of Swords is here because I need to go to calmer waters right now. Right. Okay, it may feel like, so, Scorpio's water, right? So think of choppy water when Mars is there. Okay, it's been there for a minute. But also think of like boiling water. Boiling water. Right? So 6 of Swords with the 6 of Wands, okay? You like, I'm trying to do it right. Okay? I'm just trying to go to calmer waters and get a better situation, okay, with the Devil on the bottom. But you're also, it's like low-key fire signs. It's like you're also saying like, but stupid people win stupid prizes and you're about to win one. Okay, 4 of Swords. Okay. They're giving me images of situations that I know of or that have occurred specifically to me. I have a fire stellium. I used to be a cashier and this lady threw a bag at me. Okay. It was the way she did it. It wasn't even like, obviously she's not going to hurt me with the bag, but it's just, it's like something here is like, you're like, listen, I'm about to piece this job out and not like, okay. So it's like, you're really trying. Okay. There goes the 8 of Coins. Okay. Spirit. It's like through the whole time, you're like, trying to not make it go left. Okay? The whole reading. All right? Look, Death card. Look. That's enough. You said that's enough. Work, fuck this job or whatever, or fuck working with this person, or fuck trying to, whatever it is. I feel like by the 30th, you like, look here. I'm good. What are your pentacles? Straight. With the Queen of Cups, okay? I feel like when you blow this gasket, somebody could be a mother figure or something, but I feel like when you blow this gasket, they're like, but what's the matter? And you're looking at them crazy, like, what's the matter? I just had to jump off the desk. So, like, because that's your king of wands, right? Three of swords. I feel like you're also, spirit said, watch your blood pressure. Okay, Four of Pentacles. Hold back, because there also could be somebody who tries to get you to go on 10. Maybe they feel, important when you go on 10. Okay, let's look at this death card that's at the bottom of the deck and see what's going on with that. Spirit, what's the death card here? And then I need to turn the fan on before I pass out, because your reading got me all hot and bothered, okay? With the Empress coming out cross. So really, they like to get you a little off kilter. Okay. Six of Pentacles. It makes them feel, so maybe they feel like you handle things, you always have things under control, or like you're a firecracker, you get things done. But when they can disrupt that, then they feel more equal. So, I always say, when you allow your temper to get the best of you, you're not really winning. Okay? So be careful about giving away your power this week. Somebody's pushing your fucking buttons. Okay? And let's not give away our power. What's good, Alicia? Let's not give away our power. All right? I'm just going to turn the ceiling fan on. Give me 1 second. And then we're going to get into, is it Earth? Scorpio? No. Yeah. Earth signs. Pull up. We're going to do Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. What's good, gang? You're welcome. Earth signs. All right, so we're going to do a mantra. See what your mantra should be for the week. We're going to look at what your challenge should be for the week. Okay, and then we're going to look at the tarot for you. All right, so let's take a look at what your mantra should be. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, pull up. Spirit, can you show me, please? Alicia, I don't know if you saw it. If you want, tonight, we can designate a time and send some distance Reiki, if you would like that. Okay, let me know. So I'm not doing personal questions right now, my love. I usually take them at the end of the session and from followers. Okay. But right now we're doing the elements. If you listen to your element, you will definitely get some very accurate messages. Okay. I am in alignment with the frequency of generational wealth, Earth signs. I expect amazing opportunities today, Earth signs. So I'm going to let you guys take a picture. Okay. There we go. These are your affirmations of the week, right? So something could be coming in alignment for my Earth signs, but I feel like as this thing is coming to alignment, you might be feeling like you're against the clock, okay? Like there's a lot of details that have to be put in order. Okay, it's like fine tuning of something that hasn't necessarily begun. Earth signs, it feels like you guys always like to have solid foundations. I feel like you see something coming down the pipe. I feel like this Taurus, Uranus in retrograde into Taurus, which starts November 7th, you probably already feeling it approaching. Okay, this is some opportunity, first time in 84 years, okay, for you to wrap something up. Okay, so there's a chapter that's finishing, okay, but there's details that you are rushing to complete in some way. Okay, there could be like a lot of what's good, cheerfully sweet. There could be like a lot of paperwork, or there's something that you are finalizing. But while you're finalizing this, it feels new. Maybe you've never done this before. It's or uncharted territory is probably a better way to put it. It's uncharted territory. Okay. Let's look at what the blockage might be for the week for you guys. Spirit, can you show me what is the blockage for my earth signs for the week? What's the blockage for earth for the week, please? Can you show me, please? What's the blockage? Because this is a lot of chaos energy that we are experiencing. But at the same time, it's to complete something and to ship something. Okay, with Uranus going into Taurus, and then and you know, with it being still in Gemini and retrograde, this is chaotic energy to begin with, and then you have Pluto in Aquarius, right? So it's a lot going on. All right, I'm gonna hold you. Spirit, can you show me, please? What is the challenge for my earth signs this week, please? Can you show me, please? What is the challenge for earth signs? Adjudication and thief and family room. False person. So be careful of scammers. Okay, or somebody trying to usurp your power or take over your power. Okay. It feels like there's something there. Also, be on top of the details, okay? Because you could be doing one thing and then another thing is going on. Like you could be so absorbed with one thing that you could miss. Something falls through the cracks, okay? Let's take a look, Spirit. Can you show me clearly what is it that my earth signs need to know right now? What is it that the earth signs need to know right now? What is it that the earth signs need to know right now? 11:11. Test 145. 111. Oh, okay. 11,100. Like, thank you guys. Sometimes I be channeling and I forget to look. What's good, that crazy? Wait till you hear the fire signs. Spirit, can you show me, please? What are the earth signs? What do they need to know? Eight of Cups. Knight of Swords. Three of Cups. Two of Cups. Nine of Wands. At the bottom of the Page of Staffs, okay? You have to be careful about moving too fast or something. The Tower's underneath that and the Lovers. There is a choice, okay, to be made. Okay, something could lock you into a path or something. Eight of Cups. With the Five of Wands. me get one more for that. Knight of Wands and the Six Wands. Okay, so there could be some conflict that is born out of. Thank you for the gift, Binta Love. Thank you, my love. There could be something. Okay, that is born out of conflict, and you have to take action. But I feel like your action is going to be victorious. Six of Cups, okay? So, 10 of Pentacles. It brings something back. Some opportunity to you or something like that with the Three of Cups with an event. Now, while that is happening, though, it could feel like you don't know what you're doing, right? So an analogy would be like you're in a battle, right? You go in a soldier, you come out a general. So they ask you how you won the war. And you say, I don't know, I didn't have a plan. Because the general doesn't have a plan beforehand. He learns how to become the general by doing. That's how he becomes the general, right? He tells you how he did it after. Okay, so I feel like you're in a situation like that. Okay, now this battle, could be within yourself or with somebody else, but it feels like there's a conflict, and this conflict might even have something to do with the past. So it could be something that you're doing right now, right? That's affecting the situation right now, but it also is giving you an opportunity to heal something from before. That feels very in alignment. It could be bringing up an old wound. Thank you guys for the love. I greatly appreciate you. It could be an old wound that is so in essence, it's setting you free from something, even though it's a lot, right? I heard a quote. Oh, I missed you too, honey. I heard a quote yesterday, and it said, all the while you thought you were drowning and the universe was teaching you how to swim, right? So it could be that. It could be a frequency like that, okay? So you have the Knight of Swords, Spirit, with the Nine of Pentacles. You may also feel like this conflict that you have to fight it alone, or right, you could be looking for people to join you, right, or help, but maybe you feel like there isn't. There goes Taurus there. Okay, this is the earth sign reading, right? You could be looking maybe for some type of legal or faith-driven assistance. The Fool with a new beginning in some way, and the Hermit, okay, and the Queen of Swords. So this feels like you need to learn more about the stages of whatever this is, or something that you're learning how to do, but maybe it's triggering because it remind me of a love that I once knew. Like it brings back something. Okay, the Three of Cups. There's an event here that something is coming in. Eight of Swords and the Two of Cups. Okay, I feel like there's something here about getting on the same page. Okay, that could be the Mother, but this is secret energy and the Wheel and the Five of Cups and the Four of Swords. There's something about coming to an understanding, whether this is with yourself or with somebody else, getting things in a row, like I said initially. Okay, because there's something about not wanting to miss a step. And the Two of Cups is here. Spirit, why is the Two of Cups here? I've seen the Two of Cups twice. Thank you guys for all the love. The Two of Cups is here. with the Page of Swords crossed. Okay, there's like some kind of blockage about something that's unknown. It could be a love thing, but it could be something about working together. Two of Pentacles, but there's another option, Temperance, to how to heal this, okay? Before it becomes like a heartbreak or something. And the Four of Pentacles holding back, and the Chariot, and the King of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, there may be somebody that you're trying to, you know, in some way understand. Okay, and there may be some miscommunication while Mercury's in retrograde. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. What is this? Nine of Wands, I should say. Comes out with the Nine of Wands crossed and the Ace of Wands crossed. Okay, you may feel like somebody else is losing steam. Okay, but I feel like earth signs, you are not. Okay, the Fool and the and these three cards still stayed at the bottom of the deck, which is very interesting. Okay, I feel like the movement is going to happen in your favor, but I feel like you would do yourself well to try to dot all the I's and cross the T's. Okay, Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. What is that about? With the Tower. What is that about? You got the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords slightly crossed, the Six of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Lovers. Strength card, and the Four of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. You live to fight another day. Okay, I feel like there's something happening here on a learning curve this week. In this learning curve, you're going to get the final opportunity. Listen closely. In this learning curve this week, you're going to get the final opportunity to go over something, look at something, or get the information that you need. Right after that happens, you got to take action. It feels like there's only maybe a month to put all the things in place, all the things, whatever that means. Okay, to you, that's what it is. Okay, that's what I have for my earth signs. Okay, air signs, where are we at? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Pull up. Earth signs, I'm going to give you a quick little analogy. Let's say you're buying a house, but the first house you looked at, somebody bought that house, like they put in the offer before you. Like it happened this week, right? You learned your lesson. Now you're like, oh, that's how it works. So we do it like this. We got to do this and we got to do that. Now you know what it is. So the second time you can't, you got to be on it. You may only have a little window. It's something like that. Okay. And it has something to do with some type of paperwork or some shit. Okay. All right. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let me get manifestation, an affirmation for my air signs, please, what they need to know. What they need to know, please. Can you show me? Every room I enter shifts in my favor. Okay, baby. The universe spoils me constantly. Okay, boom, bow. How you like me now? These are your affirmations for the week. Okay. I love the name Bougie Hippie. That's fabulous. Okay. So, let's see what your challenge is going to be for the week. Spirit, can you show me, please, what is the challenge for the collective for the week for my air signs, please? what's the challenge for air signs? Thank you guys for all the love. Can you think we could get to 20K before I finish the air signs? Is that possible? What's good, Fuzzy? Hey, honey. Thank you for joining. Spirit, can you show me, please? Can you show me, please? What is it that my air signs need to know for this week? Can you show me? Concern, the tower, and occupation. Okay. Joined in time for the air signs. Yes. Okay. So look, this was happening. You could be doing good. Okay. You could be like on the upswing with work or whatever. Problem is, there's a lot of chaos out in the world. Or this could be your partner, or this could be somebody else in your household, or a kid, or something, right? But there's some concern about work. Now, there are people getting fucking laid off, okay? There are shortages of food and all kinds of things, as we're already aware of, right? And that November is probably going to be a gnarly month, right? So there could be having to do more with less. Okay, God forbid you also have the death card here. Okay, so there could be something coming to an end. Some of you could be getting like a furlough. You could be freaking out like, well, I just got a new car 2 months ago. What the fuck, right? That kind of thing. Okay. I feel like that kind of energy. Thank you for the follow, my love. Okay, so just so you are aware, and this may not even be you, this could be somebody else in your household, but that it causes a problem for you, because then it's like your shit got to stretch further, right? All right, so let's get you some tarot, my air signs. Okay, can we get to 20K before I'm done? Spirit, can you show me, please, for my air signs? Thank you, guys. I greatly appreciate you. For the air signs, please. Air signs, please. 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, I feel like you're like, how am I gonna do everything, or how's everything gonna happen? How's this? It feels like you have some worry, but this worry might not be you. I have to take this. Hello. Thank you, guys. It's my mom's doctor. Give me 2 minutes. Thank you, guys. I'm so sorry. It's been a mission, okay? And I'm trying to coordinate for everybody to communicate with me. It's really, really hasn't been easy. But yes, we are here. Thank you, guys, for waiting. Spirit, can you show me what it is that the air signs need to know? Air signs, what do they need to know? Okay, it's illusional. Spirit, air signs. You got Ace of Cups. You got the Four of Cups. You got the Six of Coins slightly crossed. You got the Justice and the Star card, okay, with the Nine of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I feel like there's something about love and the Four of Cups, and it may be something that you're not ready for, or you're not sure if you wholly want. Okay, it could be something being offered. Six of Coins, it could feel an unfair balance. Okay, you could feel an unfair balance happening. Okay, and you have the Justice card here. There could be something legally going on, but there also could be a need for balance, because I just talked about balance. And then the Star coming into alignment. So we're going to take a look at these. We're going to see what's going on. Thank you, guys, for the 21,000. I greatly appreciate you. You guys are the bomb.com. Spirit, can you show me, please? Ace of Cups, please. With the Three of Swords crossed. Something, you're doing something out of love. Okay, Six of Pentacles, or you're trying to be fair, or you may feel like somebody's not being fair with you. Okay, the Four of Cups is here. Okay, so something feels a little unappetizing, or something maybe necessarily you don't want to do, or somebody doesn't want to do. Two of Cups, it is in some kind of cooperation or lack of cooperation, or trying to come to a cooperative agreement with some relationship, friend, family, lover, or office type situation. This is trying to come in a balance and alignment, finding some type of solution. It feels solution based, or that could be the goal. Okay, But the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Fool crossed. Okay, there could be something here. Nine of Cups, Temperance, Justice, Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Two of Pentacles, the Lovers, the World. Okay, there's change coming. There could be new restrictions, and you're trying to maneuver those. New limitations, and you're trying to maneuver those, right? For instance, let's say air signs that your job is going on half of a schedule. So they don't want to furlough everybody, but they're like, business is slowed down. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut everybody's hours rather than firing y'all. We got to put everybody on half days. And then you're like, well, that's not going to cut my bills. I'm going to have to figure out, right? It's something where a compromise is trying to be reached. Now, whether or not this compromise is enough to sustain you or enough of an offer, and whether you find it viable for what you need. Okay, so it's some kind of negotiation is what it feels like. Okay, so you got the Justice card here, Spirit. Why is the Justice card here? And the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I feel like air signs, try not to be inflexible. Because I feel like if you're inflexible, you may get an outcome that is not necessarily as favorable as you could have gotten. And that you could find that your rigidity, I'm especially talking to Aquarius, who is the fixed sign of the three air signs, okay? And there's, we got a lot going on in Aquarius, right? So I feel like try not to be inflexible, air signs. Okay, because I feel like it won't. Knight of Pentacles, okay? You could think that you're slowing something down, and in reality, you're limiting your options, okay? So you have to start here, okay? This is Aquarius. This Justice card is Libra. Okay, these Two of Cups are the minor arcana of the Lovers card. So you kind of all showed up in your reading here. Okay, the star, please, comes out with the King of Wands. You're getting ready to take action. Page of Wands crossed. Okay. With the Eight of Wands, the Empress, the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Nine of Swords, the Hermit, okay? 10 of Wands. So I feel like here you need to have some. So it's not that it's not good to you. It's that there's a need to compromise. It's not my way or the highway, okay? It's not my way or the highway. And Aquarius is the sign that is supposed to be for humanity. At the same time, though, because it has the fixed energy, much like Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo, sometimes it feels it knows what's best and wants to impose their way, thinking like, well, it would just be faster if I just did what the fuck I said I was going to do. And then y'all will see the results later, and then you'll agree with me, right? But that's still inflexible, and that's authoritarian, right? So there's this thing of like, the flexibility is what will bring the peace and the harmony. You had the Two of Cups here, the Justice, the Star. All these cards are in the upright. The other cards that come with them end up being in the reverse when air signs are not working in the energy of flexibility, communication. And this could have very much to do with Mercury being in retrograde and mucking up the communication, right? So try to be open to hearing other people's perspective and not my way is the highway thing, because that's where the blockages, or that's where, the potholes lie. Okay. That's where the potholes lie. All right. That's what I feel for my air signs. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I've got about 15-20 minutes. I'll take a couple of personal questions. You must be a follower. Okay. I'll take 3 and 3. Okay. So let's move quickly. Drop them. Spirit picks them. Okay. You must be a follower. I do check. Okay. Anybody? I'm waiting. Okay, what can I expect from this situation with Casey? Okay. I don't need to know the relationship. You just say the person. Is that the Bishop Spirit? What's going on with Casey? I prefer yes or no questions, but I'm going to give you a quick one because I saw you just joined. So there's love in this situation, but there's also a pull for singledom or for financial independence, okay, or some kind of I'm living the single, right? So it's like the past, these are the rules that I have, and then this is like new. Like merging those two things is not always in alignment. Okay. 2 of Pentacles, you see there's a juggling of like, what am I supposed to do? It could be old habits, die hard, you know what I'm saying? And it could be having to do with the ego, attention. Okay. Especially if this person was single for a very long time. Okay. They may be having trouble acclimating to a different type of relationship, or deciding whether that's what they really want to do, or something to that effect. Okay. The Emperor, this is the boss that pays the cost. Okay. Maybe they feel like power is outsized, but I feel like this person maybe works a lot or owns a business or something like that. And they may be able to use that to say, well, I'm very busy, but it's like they really need to come to an understanding of what it is that they really want, or what it is that they're really willing to offer. And I feel like you need to look at that independently as to what it is you want to deal with, or do you want to wait until this person can make that decision? That's what I have for you. Okay. Let me see. Ari. So Ari, there could be like some decent energy at your job, but they may be shifting because of an event, and there could be again something where something needs to be worked out. New way, new schedules, new something. And something's coming down the pike, Ari, okay? And you may have to do more with less, okay? 8 of Pentacles, okay? The 4 of Coins. Spirit's telling you to tighten up the pockets. This may not have nothing to do with you specifically, like you're not doing your job, and it may have way more to do with what is going on economically, okay? So tighten up the pocketbooks, or maybe they're like, we're going to do a short-term thing. Okay. But I feel like there's definitely change of foot. Okay. And Ari, you know, they could be laying people off. Okay. Mystic, I will look for you too. Divine leaders, you're next. So, I feel like there are some changes at your job too, but I feel like you do end up staying, but it may not be optimal, and there could be a second round of cuts in the first quarter of the new year, if that makes sense. So it could be like at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? There's some people get let go or around the holidays and you're not in that cut, but you also see that like they're not doing well or something's happening outside. And so save money. Try not to go crazy for the holidays. Okay. Yes, I am taking questions still, Cynthia. I'll be back to you. What's good, Patah? Thank you for the gift. I'm looking for your question, Divine Leaders. Okay. Is your current job giving you better outcomes? Okay. Thank you guys for the love. So, Divine Leaders, there's a masculine at your job that you shouldn't believe. Okay, or they meant to keep their word with the Ace of Swords, with the King of Cups. Either they get canned, or they're not mentally well, or they're going through some shit because of everything that's going on, or they got new pressures, or they're being pushed to let people go, or whatever. But this person is not going to be able to keep their word. Okay, so the Magician Aries card energy is here. Okay, it's telling you to manifest some more opportunities so that they're already coming down the pike, or that you have different things. This also, Spirit just said, like you could be cooking plates out your house for a month or so. Okay, like something on the side. Okay, this feels like there's some kind of adjustment. Okay, whatever this is, it feels very New Orleans. Okay, what do I mean by that? Like the solution is in the tradition. I don't know what that means. Okay, I'm not from there, so I don't know what that means. Okay, but maybe there's something that happens around this time of year and that you can, or maybe it has something to do with Mardi Gras, which is in the beginning of the year, right? There's something that you can do that's gonna help your pockets in some way. All right, that's what I have for you. All right, I'm gonna take just a couple more, so y'all gotta drop them. Cynthia, if you're gonna say something, you gotta put it up now. There it is. And if that's that, then that's what it is. Okay. Okay. Will things improve? Will things improve? things improve. So 6 of staffs, there is a victory, 2 of coins, but it's like something is at the expense of something else. 9 of swords, it does cause him anxiety, but it does come out with the 10 of cups. 2 of swords, though, there's an unexpected financial blockage. Okay, I don't know if this is the person who was supposed to get married. Let's say they were supposed to get married and they could say, we were about to have this big lavish thing, but all these things are happening, so we're going to do something very much smaller. Or there's an adjustment, like what was originally going to happen is different than what is going to happen. Okay, either way, whatever this is, the original plan is not gonna work in that same way. I feel like they might, whatever it is, they might still do it, but it might not work the way they want it to work. Does that make sense? And so a change in plan is coming. Okay, and it's through some unforeseen thing. Thank you for the love, divine leaders. Through some unforeseen way, okay? Like a shift, okay? And let's say they're going to change, like they were going to stay at this job for a little bit or something. They wanted to do something else. They may have to change it now. Okay. There could be a delay in that because of everything that's happening, right? So just so you're aware, okay, let's see if there's any questions here, because I will answer that right now, Pata. What's this voodoo voucher? So Cynthia, that could be on hold for a minute, okay? Not wholly, but it's not far off. Okay, I'm going to explain to you. Justice card, okay, coming slightly off. Okay, whatever she's getting, whether this is public assistance or whatever, or if she's at work or whatever, right? It's not enough. Okay, and the Hierophant, right? There could be even more things coming, or she could know that, like, let's say if she was getting stamps or whatever, right? She knows that it's going to get worse, right? Five of Swords. She may have came to you like, I only have 50, but she has 150, but she's afraid that they're not going to have the things. And I can speak from personal experience as the mom, right? You're always going to try to have a little something in case the baby needs something. So she's trying to go to you in some way with the Knight of Cups and try to explain ahead of time so that she can keep the situation balanced. However, she may think that you'll give her a hard time. So she's trying to make sure that she says it in a way that you will definitely agree with her. Okay? I don't necessarily think that she's lying. She could be padding out of fear. Knight of Swords, and she doesn't want to have to fight with you when the necessity comes. So in other words, if the shit goes fucked up in a week, she doesn't want to have to fight. Right? The Moon, right? She may also think that you're not always honest about those aspects either. So you guys are both kind of looking at each other in the same fashion, is what I'm saying. All right? That's what I have for you guys. All right, my mom has an appointment. I got a bunch of shit that I got to do. So I'm going to let you guys go. I will be back sometime this week. Okay? And we will talk soon. I'm wishing you all light, love, and blessings on blessings. Bye, guys.